Welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we really want to focus on getting a lot of blue science. So we've been dabbling about it over the last few hours, but we really need to focus on it. So I've got a few plans for that. One of the plans is we're going to use productivity module 3s here, and we're also going to get some more naphtha in. And we're also going to get some beacon 3s because I think that's a good idea. So let's start with the beacon 3s because that's probably going to take the longest. Then we'll figure out how to get naphtha together. Oh, that's really going, huh? Are they all going? They're all going. Oh dear. I mean, it's good, but it's also a concern. Whatever. Okay, let's get the beacon 3s going, and then we can get started. So we need to grab crystals. We'll grab the good ones, which I believe are these ones. So we're just going to grab a bunch of them. Now, statistically, that should be about what we need. What are they called? They're not called harmonic crystal tuning. Give us a couple extra crystals, but you know what? In life, sometimes life gives you a few extra crystals. That's just how life is sometimes. You know, they say when life gives you extra crystals, you just accept them. What was your other option? I don't know. And I will also grab some of these production modules because I'm pretty sure they're needed. Not for me. Well, actually, yeah, we don't need them for myself, but we do need them for the building these. We do. Unfortunately, we also needed regular productive modules, which we didn't take. That's okay. That's life, I suppose. Alright, and we're going to need some questa chests and passive provider chests because we're going to start doing beacon 3s here. And that should... Nope. Should have started now? Yeah. I'm going to drop off my harmonic crystals I have so far, and that should be able to get started. How many of these do we want? I don't imagine infinite is the number there. Could be wrong. Infinite could be the number. It's not, but it could be. Let's just go 30. Let's go 20 for now. And that should start making those. In fact, we probably do that better with a blue one. I am really struggling to find the blue ones. There we go. Found it in the end. That's going to make those. And we'll come back for those. What else do we need to do? Probably want to make some ultimate manufactoriums as well. Now, I don't know if we make those yet, and I feel like the answer is we don't. So let's start those as well. They're not called manufactoriums, they're called assemblers, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Which apparently is called things by the wrong name. That has absolutely flooded that with things. That's interesting. Anyway, how many of these do we need? Probably 50 is tops. I don't think we'll ever need more than that at any one time. Because the idea is you want to take the productivity modules over to... Yeah, look, it'll all make sense in a moment, don't you worry. We should have a few of those too. Great. Now what can we do in the way of making things happen? Well, that's a very good question. I'm glad we asked it. Because we still need... We need level 0s of productivity modules. That's a known fact. Let's just take stuff. It's mine. I can do what I want with it. Great. These are slow because black chips are slow, but they'll be speeding up because solder will fix itself very soon. Because we've done some hard work and solder will start filling up very soon. So we're not too worried about that. In fact, that's looking pretty good. Can we upgrade these? Oh, hey Dagu, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. I do love that as just a way to introduce oneself to the stream. I could have like a hi-hat or something, but no, just terrifying train sounds. How are things going? How are the cats? I mean, how else should one welcome themselves? Welcome themselves, one doesn't welcome this. You know, one welcomes themselves, it's fine. It's the only way to properly greet people, just by screaming obscenities at them. That's how I do it. It's how I do it. Aw. Sorry to hear that. Cats, right? I've heard rumors that at some point we're going to, like, when we finally manage to buy a house, we'll get a dog, and my wife is very excited about this. I'm kind of excited. I've never owned a dog before, so we'll see how that goes, but yeah. So I guess at some point I too will experience the joy of owning a pet. Not really on brand, I know, but you know, you do what you can. Oh, these are already the faster versions. All I really want to do is chuck some productivity modules into them, really slow them down. These are now max the lowest speed they can be. This is even where I'm supposed to be right now. But, you know, you do what you can. And immediately it seems like this is suffering. So that's cool. I like suffering. And if I speed that up, yeah, we should get even more blue chips than we previously had. Until we run out of transistors, apparently. How do we run out of transistors? Did we make like 1 million of those things? Ran out of plastic. You know what? That's fine. Yeah, we do want a puppy. I don't want a big dog because I'm kind of anxious around big dogs, so I just want a little dog. But we'll see what happens when we get there. And when that happens, I'm sure I'll show it off on stream whenever I can, as is tradition. I too am aware of how streams work. Oh no, don't worry, that dog will be just constant companion to the stream. I'm not saying I'll be one of those people that has like dog cam, but I may be one of those people that has dog cam. Exactly. Now we're going to speed these up, but we are also going to put productivity modules on them to slow them down. So for now we're just going to go level 0 productivity modules. And hopefully that'll add like... It's going to slow everything down, but it'll probably be fine for the moment. These are coming through faster, which is exciting, and now I think we need to deal with naphtha. Actually, let's make them a bit faster as well. We've literally built the beacons for this reason. So what I might do is get rid of some of these. Rid of that, and then put the beacon in right there so it does the best improvements it can. Well, that actually speeds up things quite a lot, which is cool. The productivity is what, 24%? Okay, so every 5 they'll make another 1. Which is something, I suppose, but I do want to improve it more than that. Okay, so now we're going to figure out what the problem with naphtha is. I think I know what the problem with naphtha is, which is we don't have enough of it. Should be making some naphtha. I think we had a little bit of a problem with green catalysts for a while, but that's been resolved now. Check here. No, maybe we're about to have problems with silver. What I do want to do is turn this carbon monoxide into synthesis gas, which is the correct order of that, I believe. Yep, carbon monoxide and synthesis gases. So that is the problem we have here. So we're going to get some of these. And kind of funny, it's almost what we've got already, but also not. So synthesis gas, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen, which ironically is almost the same as what we had, but also it kind of goes the other way. I might just split it over to here, just so that way it makes a little bit more sense. And also, let's split that out this way, so that way that makes sense. And then just pipe it back in there. So that'll provide more synthesis gas, that'll make, oddly enough, more hydrogen. That's confusing. I hope that doesn't cause a weird sort of flux. But for now it's making synthesis gas, and that means it's also making more naphtha, which is highly important in this frame of work. And so long as hydrogen gas doesn't absolutely shit the bed, I'll be alright. What burns? Wait, hang on, I've missed something. What'd you do to burn yourself? What did I burn myself? Who's burning? Are we all burning? We're going to put a top valve there, just so that way we just make sure we get enough gas coming in. But these are all running now, so that's good. And these should all be making naphtha when they feel like it. What's the problem? Not enough carbon monoxide. Well, the problem for that is we don't have enough charcoal anymore. In fact, we got no charcoal coming down there at all, so that's probably not helping. And we're running out of steam as well. This is why I shouldn't have used coal-based steam. It's not great. Maybe I'd be better off just using electric steam. How much does these produce at best? 60 steam per second? I'd be much better off using charcoal for that. Okay, so we should have probably done this a while ago. But let's get some boilers. Actually, do we have boilers? We may already have boilers ready to go. Not really. No, we don't. Okay. So, boilers, we want just the electric boilers, please. And then we want electric boiler 2s. And junk. And we probably need to power it as well. That'll make things a bit more exciting. Okay, and that'll make some amount of boilers. But how many? Good question. Wait, electric boiler 3s are a thing? Hold up. Wait a minute. Huh. Well, there's some science that I didn't know we needed. That'll be done in a moment. I mean, that'll be done super quick so long as I have the blue science, which... Oh, and a rocket just launched. Exciting. What does naphtha do? It burns. Ah, yes. Naphtha does burn. But it tastes so good. It's the taste you just can't resist. Like, legally, our lawyers told us you're not allowed to resist our taste of naphtha. And if the lawyers say it, you know it's got to be true. Because we've only hired the best lawyers with the best criminal cases. Okay, so I didn't know these were real, so that's interesting. True, I've never met a lawyer who's lied to me. Because they're legally not allowed. Out of curiosity, do I have boilers in... Yeah, no I don't. We are still having a bit of an iron problem here, but that's okay. Look, I've played enough Ace Attorney to know that lawyers always got to tell the truth. Although bluff a lot. I've been playing Ace Attorney lately, actually. Such a good game. Like, I love me some Ace Attorney. You know what? We could probably improve these further just by slowing them down a bit, but putting more productivity modules into them. They're slower, but it should be better. Better for the environment. Put some speed modules in there too. Oh man, mini motorways. That game does look neat. Made by a New Zealand company, by the way. They're based here in Auckland. They also made mini metros. I'm sure you've played that. That's a very fun little game. I like it a lot. I've never met them, but I know they're around. I've been in a building where they've been in. That's a lame claim to fame right there. Yeah, I like mini metros. It's cute. It contains everything I want to see in a game, which is a train. And mini motorways looks cute as well. So. We didn't want to ditch all my inserters there. We ditched some of them, so that's fine, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I said the word train. That's on me. I see how I messed that one up. Okay, so this is going to use a lot of power, but quite frankly, I got infinite power, so it's probably fine. Now, because this charcoal doesn't have to go anywhere, I can make this charcoal go wherever I want it to. Okay, so now the chark's going down there, which is of course the official name for charcoal. You've got to call it chark. Right, yes, that's not going to be chark, it's going to be carbon, doesn't it? Okay. I remember this problem. And we'll do it there, which is the other reason. Okay, I remember this now. We have to turn it into carbon, because chark doesn't make carbon monoxide. It just doesn't. No matter how much you may want it to. Okay. And the steam got to go in here. See, that's what that steam pipe's for. I was doing this before, I think, and then I just gave up on it because I decided I didn't like the consequences of my actions. I don't know why I decided to place it like that. I could just do it one step closer and just be way nicer. And then we go out with all the delicious carbon that we're going to need. Because carbon is delicious. And we're going to stop that there. And we're just going to get rid of all this charcoal. Oops. Yeah, we've got too much charcoal in my inventory. That's my fault. I'm not sure who else's fault it could be, but it's clearly my fault. That's just honesty, guys. And you got to learn to be honest. Both with yourself and with yourself. Especially with yourself. Okay, so the chark's coming down. Wait, what? And hopefully this makes enough carbon monoxide to really get things going. Looks like while that was all sort of screwing around, we now have no carbon dioxide. So that's what's known as the disappointment. Also, me to my parents. That's not true, my parents are cool and not mean. I do like the joke though. And we're going to need more purified water apparently, but that's easy enough to make. Yeah, just sort of do that. Okay, and that's doing better with carbon dioxide, but I feel like it's still not doing enough. So let's put some speed modules in it, just to consume faster. As one must always consume faster. And we should be making more naphtha. But it'd be better if we made more. And maybe more catalyst frames may be needed, because I'm noticing it's running a little light there at the end. Especially after we've just tried to speed it up. Yep. So maybe 30 catalyst frames should be enough for now. We'll see. It does look like it's got enough synthesis gas now, so the only thing that's slowing it down is the frames. And no, I don't think we've got enough still. Wow, okay. So this is all required for blue science, so when we check blue science, I expect to see absolute rip-roaring, constant science forever. And as much as I would like to use these productive modules for the rocket, if I don't get blue science up, then the rocket's kind of useless. And we can really churn out a lot of rockets later should we need to. So let's not be worried about the rocket right now. We'll be worried about the rocket later. Okay, so naphtha is backing up in there, which is very, very good. Now we should be seeing resin's a little bit light, but hopefully that'll pick up in a moment. And blue science, well, that's coming through. Awesome, looking good. Everything's looking pretty full. That's manufacturing almost okay. The only thing that would probably improve it would be a little bit more naphtha, which we can do. Just by doing this. Oh wait, you needed to exist. I apologize for not making you exist anymore. Okay. And then with that newfound knowledge, we can add a little bit more naphtha. Yeah, we've done this in a very weird way that I'm not super happy about. We're just gonna do it differently, I think is the plan. Okay, so if we then make some more, it's not going to make a lot more admittedly, but it's going to make some more, and then we figure out how to connect naphtha to it, we should be okay. How the hell are we going to connect naphtha to it? Good question, I'm glad we all asked that question. This way, obviously. Like, look at that, that's how you, no. That's how you connect things that aren't naphtha. Okay. And that's great, but you know what'd be better? Faster. And that's not doing anything because it's not connected to anything, and also it hasn't actually improved anything yet. But it certainly tried. Sometimes in life that's all you gotta have. Okay, and that's making the fuel oil. Things are backing up. Copper is in troubles. But these are being made, and we are making, since they're all running at the moment, this should be more or less accurate. We are making 515 per minute. That's good. But it could still be faster. How do we make it faster? Well, the best idea is probably... let this one go. Actually... okay, it's gone. And we're going to chuck another one of these beacons in there. And that will probably push it even higher to 822 per minute, provided that resources are stable. I do not know if they will be, but we'll certainly try to ruin everything. So these should be making what? Looking for productivity, plus 72%, so every 2 they make, they'll be making 3? No, that'd be 50%. They're making more than that. That's pretty good. The problem we have now is this copper is absolutely being consumed like a madman. That's cool. I'm happy to see copper being consumed. What we pay it for. But we would be happier with more copper. So my suggestion here is I'm actually going to be putting a little copper furnace in here. So let's bring the spiders over. The spiders will never make it here. Bring the spiders over and we will figure out how to get some more stuff in there. Because to be honest, copper will never go bad there, like it'll always be useful for the rest of the game. And since copper keeps running out there, we clearly need it. Speaking of things we need, we also need more land. Thankfully, that's why we bring the spiders around. This one's currently playing DJ, that's cool. And we could probably even speed those up a little bit more. It's really about just trying to get as much of this manufactured as possible, and then the idea is to just keep speeding it up until we've just got like this absolute terrifying machine. And this is going slow right now for reasons that are obvious. What are the reasons? Copper's not helping. It's not really any reasons, it's coming. Okay. They stop beating around the bush. Let's keep the building going. But by building, we remain strong. And we may need to get some more electrolyzers up to fuel this, but that's not really a big problem. Oh, hi. Wow, really? Almost had enough. Okay, and we'll just make sure we take everything that's around here. Oops, that was my pumps. I need those. Those are not easily replaceable. And we'll also dump these in here as well, just to make them a little bit more useful. So yeah, more copper would help here. Can't imagine more iron. It's just copper, really. And a little bit of glass, but glass doesn't appear to be too much problem, probably because I fixed that a while ago. Okay, copper. The good news is I've got a situation with copper that's actually pretty good, provided I copy and paste it correctly. Okay, and I do want to give it plenty of... we can't probably have worm problems if we're not careful. So if you're going to have worm problems if you're not careful, the answer there is be careful. Don't have worm problems. So we're going to bring the Venga bus around. Because the rule is the Venga bus must be coming. That is a very basic rule of life. So, where's the Venga bus? I've lost the Venga bus. That's never good. That's a bad omen if you ask me. We found it now though, so we don't need to worry too much. Okay. Now I was thinking later on I might want to build more something. Extend this out, but honestly I could probably just do that with modules, so it's probably fine. Just doing this will probably suffice. Now we are going to need chalk of some description, and that is immediately stopped. That's okay. Okay, and that should deal with some of those baddies. Now the usual problem of that we don't use purple anymore. And we're going to need my My boys. My beautiful boys. Because we're going to need more crystallizers. Now, there's not much more I can build for right now. That's okay. What we can do is we can start trying to get our sludge in. The good news is sludge is coming from down here, which is not too far away. No, I am wrong. That's not sludge. That's just minerals. Okay, sludge is going to be coming from... Yeah. There's a few places we can get sludge from. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not what I'm trying to say. I didn't realize I'd made this mistake. But that's okay. If I didn't make mistakes, what would you even come to this channel for? See good gameplay? Pfft, not likely. Probably. Who knows? I don't pretend to tell people what they do or don't do with their life. You know what? I'm just going to stop here. It's just getting more and more depressing the more I talk. Story of my life. That looks like it should actually start making stuff. It's actually looking pretty capable. So we need to get oxygen, but again, that shouldn't be too much of a problem because there should be oxygen like here that I could steal. Oh yeah, I've done this trick before. Where you turn this into a overflow valve. That's not even connected to anything, what the heck? Then you actually just steal oxygen. Now usually the phrase steal oxygen is a bad thing. Usually you're stealing it from people who really need it to breathe. In this game, I need to breathe. My factory needs to breathe, and so it's okay. Okay, well, we've seen some copper be created. And there it is. So now we just need to figure out how to get charcoal into here. Which again shouldn't be too much a problem because we can probably bring it in from... Look at that, right there. Gosh, did we have a plan or what? Mostly or what? We don't really have much of a plan. So this is carbs, which is like chark but different. How's it different, you ask? Well, it's called carbon. I don't really know what else more to tell you. And I've run out of belts. Thankfully, this guy always carries... And we decide at this point, you know what? Blue belts are better for the environment anyway. And it looks like the Venga bus has handled this situation rather well. So we can roll on out. That's going to get jammed by the blue science pick, but that's alright. And I needed that. You know what, spiders, I think you've done a fantastic job. I think you need to go home. I'm not saying you're drunk, but you do need to go home. You're also very drunk. Spiders hate being told they're drunk, in my experience. Okay, so that needs to... That's the oxygen, right? Yeah. What we can do with the oxygen there is bring it around here, connect it this way. I don't know what that pipe's doing there. Oh, that was the oxygen, okay. And that should be bringing oxygen there too. Okay, that's looking good. We are lacking a few things, but that's alright. In all life you do lack a few things. That's what life is. This is going to start being a problem when stone builds up. Yeah, that's okay. Because then what you do is you do... put the pump in, so it doesn't go backwards. And this now produces a lot more copper for you. And all that copper should make a lot more science. In fact, it already kind of looks like it is, but... Okay, so we do need to get my red belts, which they'll probably be coming in by spider now. Which something coming in by spider is usually not ever something you want to hear. Yes, sir, I understand the shipment is coming in today. It'll be delivered by... yes, delivered by spider. You'd be like... Sorry, what? Yeah, it'll be delivered by spider later today. Yeah, that's about it. How else can I help you? And you're just like... I don't want it to be delivered by spider. Okay, yeah, the thing is, just check the records. It will be delivered by spider by... Oh, it should be here any minute now. And then you look up and there's just a giant spider holding like some electrical part and you're like, I want to leave. And that's how you get electrical parts. That's how electricians work. So if you're ever wondering how electricians work and you didn't know, that's how they work. They get things delivered by spider. Some people will tell you that's not what happens. I've known an electrician once, they said that's not what happened. I'm like, really? Well, I had a dream about it, and you know that's got to be true. Anyway, we're not friends anymore for some reason. Don't quite know why. I think he was just too sort of worried about the fact that I knew the truth. People can get a bit like that when you know the truth about how things are delivered in their industry. Okay, and yeah, let's do it that way. So this will all be delivered when it feels like it. That's good. Okay. And that would have been pretty good if that was actually correct, but it's not. Cool. Now it is correct. So that should improve the amount of copper I have, and also improve the amount of science I have. And sure enough, things are looking not much better. But we're working on it. I mean, the point is, copper is being directly put into this. And that's only a good thing. Like, no matter how you see it, it's only good. And we do also want to upgrade these to at least blues. I feel at this point we may not be too amiss by making improving the electrolyzer farms. So let's go down here, and then let's go deliver more things by spiders like a good electrician. Because I realized 2 of these is one line of this, so 2, 1, 2. We need another row of electrolyzers. And the spiders have gotten stuck, but that happens. Okay, they're fine now. That should reduce my energy consumption. Not that I'm too worried about it, but I see no reason to harm it, like actively harm it. But yeah, are we seeing increased? Oh, good. I was worried I'd forgotten something there. Are we seeing increased copper? I certainly hope so. Otherwise, I will have to do something serious. I mean, these are firing sometimes. Okay, you know what? I do see a problem here. So I'm going to go back up here because it looks like the copper is being created, but it's also getting stuck. And I don't like those words being combined. Because it looks like we're getting a situation where it is trying to deliver it, but then it tries to deliver it wrong. So we're going to go like that. And hopefully, yeah, that's probably fine now. Okay, it looks like they haven't actually created any of these yet, so yeah, we just need to create more mineral sludge and that'll be improved. Oh, okay, more efficiency modules, there they go. And this also might be a situation where we're going to... Oh, we probably won't need to take out more... we shouldn't need to take out more of the worms at this stage. Are we actually having sand shortages right now? Goodness, I hope not. We actually are. We have built that much of late, but we do not have sufficient sand. Fascinating. Terrifying. I know where we can find more sand, but that's not quite the point. Okay, well, we're just going to do this for now. So when we do come back, we can deal with this. Oh, we're going to need some more filters as well. Well, no one of you guys carries filters. I think it's you, right? Yes. And this one doesn't even really seem to be doing that much. Possibly may not be connected to anything. And in fact, I don't think it was. Wonderful. And if that's not connected to anything, is this connected to anything? Yeah, kinda. In a way. And how is my solder going? Solder is maxed out. That's what I like to see. Thank you. My wife just gave me some chips while I was mid-swig of water. And so I'm trying to thank her, and I've got like a mouthful of water. I'm just like, oh, and she was like, I have no idea what's wrong with him again. It's a common problem for her. She has no idea what the heck is going on in my life because I'm just an absolute wreck. She agrees. Good. You have sulfur problems? No, but we do have water problems. That's a all too common problem in this factory. That's right, I need more sand before I could really do much more. Well, my production modules are... or my modules are being created again, so that's nice. And very soon I imagine we'll have the the next part of the ship ready, where we start to try and assemble the ship entirely. So that'll be exciting when we get there. So my plan as it stands right now is I know I've got some old washing plants that I know have filled up with sand. Now, I could do something to make sure that never is a problem, but at the same time, kind of good to have that much sand, right? I mean, maybe. There's a lot of sand here. Maybe I should have brought my spiders over here. What I might do is come over here, drop my sand off. Just casually drop a lot of sand off. Go grab some more. This will also increase mineral production of the base, and that's only a good thing. See, this isn't running. Nor is this. Nor is this. Like, a lot of these have just not been working for hours, I would assume. And just dump more sand in there. Just dump a lot more sand in there. Now, of course, I want some sand. We got a lot of stuff in here that we just do not need. Wow, we could do some solar panels. 60 kilowatts, guys. I mean, you know what? Solar panels. We're eco-friendly. I'm just curious how much did that actually add. About a megawatt of power, actually. No. 720 kilowatts. It is nothing. But then again, it's not like I placed down hundreds of them. Maybe next time I'll do a green base. I don't think I will, but maybe I will. Oh, the last time I played this, I remember there were multiple sizes of solar panels, but I guess that's... I guess that's not a thing this time around. Shows how much I care about solar panels when I get like this far, like 200 hours into the game and go, oh what, there's not more solar panels, what? Like, visible confusion over here. Okay guys, can you just build this? Thanks. I probably could have built it faster by hand, but at the same time, making the robots do work is always fun. Okay. We want electrolyzers. And we want them to be... not where that radar is, that's for sure. And maybe another... oh, I am worried about those worms. They're a little close. There's not really any rail that's easy to get here. Suppose I could... put a rail out here, but I don't know if it's a particularly great idea. Yeah, it's probably fine. We'll see. We'll see if the worms bother us. The worms are absolutely going to bother us. If I stand here, do they bother me? Yeah, they bother me a little bit. Okay. This could be problematic in a moment. But maybe what I gotta do is... I do actually need to pull a rail network, or a rail, out from here. So the whole purpose of this rail is just to deal with worms. Yeah, that they're all going to build, of course. They don't care about what I've got to worry about. They're just building their own things, having a good time, not worrying about the strength of the base. It's fine. Let them live in careful ignorance, careless ignorance. Until they start dying, anyway. Which could be very soon. Because those are angry worms. Okay, we good? We good for frolicking around? Frolicking is not the word I wanted, but the word we're getting. Okay, guys, no more frolicking. The Venga bus has got to come out here, and the Venga bus has got to build. Well, the Venga bus doesn't build, obviously. It's beneath the Venga bus. More pipes, I suppose. More poles. Any more clarifiers? No, but we definitely need more of those. Okay, the Venga bus has arrived. Always exciting. The worms are attacking. There's words for that I would have that are not the word exciting. Terrifying, maybe. But the Venga bus will deal with them. The Venga bus is dealing with them already. Good work, Venga bus. We all respect your care and duty to the task at hand. The repairing is actually causing more damage than it is repairing. It's kind of funny. Okay, guys, stop, please. You will die. And you are more valuable than that. Before we start getting sappy, it's because they actually do require some real heavy resources to make. Yeah, we still need just a lot more copper, but we will get that in very soon. Okay. I think we can turn this on again. And how are we going over here? My spiders should have reached their destination shortly. Doing okay. The little one is coming to get some stuff. I don't know if it's going to get quite enough, but... Well, the point is that it's got to try. And I respect it for trying. Okay, and the reminder is that we don't use purples anymore. And we do not use purples anymore. Because if we're going to use purples, we might as well use the fastest belts imaginable. Not great logic, but it's also what we are doing. I'm going to do this with an overflow belt because I think this might actually be helpful. Who knows though? I'm just wondering if this extra water would help. Oh cool, my ears just popped for no reason. That's exciting. And it's all go here. Ears popping for literally no reason. Okay, so by now I'd imagine the spiders have filled up on their dark juices. Don't need those. A lot of alien artifacts. I do not think we need to make alien artifacts anymore. In fact, I hope we're not still making alien artifacts. I think we're still making alien artifacts. Oh god. I don't think we need that many. And yet we're making alien artifacts. Okay, spiders, where are you? If you've got caught or something, I swear to gosh. The spiders are usually cooler than that though, these days. They used to get caught on things all the time. Because they were foolish little spider friends. Okay. The spiders are the spiders? No, not launching spiders. I hope not. If so, I didn't get the memo for that one. We do need a couple of steel chests. That's true, because that's how we initialize things. What else do we need? Do we clarifiers? I don't think we do, but we took them anyway. Oh, you know what I think we do need? We need flare stacks. And then we need electrodes. And at this point I'm imagining we are actually... No, we're not crafting things because we don't have the electrodes yet. That's about to change literally right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still have some electrodes. Two more into there. Just really boost the slag production, I think. Okay, good. I don't think slag is going to be too bad. Okay. We haven't got it hooked up to... Didn't have it hooked up to sulfur, so that's always going to be a problem, but that seems to be a fix now. And that's making more slag. Fantastic, that's what we wanted. I mean, that's literally why we did this, to make more slag, like... And now we make more slag. Damn it, it's the one thing I didn't want. Why the hell was I doing this then? Okay. It's like that bit in The Simpsons where Homer Simpson actually accidentally builds like a barn instead of a pool. Like, what do you think you were doing? I mean, that being said, Simpsons, right? Like, Homer is an idiot. That is like the joke. Okay, so that's making a lot more mineral sludge, which I am always happy to see. Because there is literally no harm in having lots of mineral sludge. Well, having lots of mineral sludge means absolutely nothing if you don't have the Having lots of slag sorry means nothing if you're not making the mineral sludge, which we are making, so that's the key difference. And I would like to have the mineral sludge coming up through here, just to really make sure that copper is always going. What am I doing? And we should be able to push it straight up there. Not quite straight up there, but close. And we're going to put a pump there. Just because I don't really want it going backwards. And maybe another pump here as well. Just get some real directional flow. I'm not carrying any crystallizer 2s with me, that's a bit of a shame. But what I'm seeing is just a lot of copper being produced now. And I imagine very soon that'll all come to fruition too. As you can see that building up. So that should make my blue science faster than ever. In theory. I don't know why it'd be slower, so let's not worry about that. I was kind of expecting to see a little bit more happening here. You know what? I think it's time for crystallizer 2s. We are definitely having some sort of speed up though. But it's not enough. Really what it comes down to. Yep, it's time for crystallizer 2s. Oh wow, those are going pretty fast. Speed things up a bit more, eh? I mean, more blue modules just means more stuff. And maybe even take those to ultimates. And it's slowed down a little bit, so we could do that. Yeah, it should be alright. They're all running more or less, and some of them are going with productivity modules, which means that they are also going faster than your regular machines. Meaning more blue modules coming through, which means more blue modules coming through. Now, how is my rocketry going? We must have just launched one, so the next one we're going to be launching will be the assembly component. And we start assembling the next part of the rocket, which is big news actually. Now, we were getting crystallizer 2s. What's slowing us down? I think it's still going to be black chips, isn't it? It is. What's slowing us down? Those blue chips. Well, those are coming through as fast as we can make them. We would be making more of them if we had more transistors, which may be a plastic problem, but we'll fix that in just a moment. First we play Frogger with all the trains. Always important to play a bit of Frogger. And we'll grab some Crystallizer 2s. We'll ditch the Crystallizer 1s because quite frankly... Oh, we actually had some unrequired, so we'll take one less. And we are trying to make bricks, but it looks like the bricks we're making are just kind of not coming through fast enough. So maybe if we could build faster electric furnaces, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Don't have the science for it, but we could get it. Like, I don't... Son of a bitch. You don't want to do the train sound? My wife just did choo-choo from the bedroom there. Which is, don't read too much into that, it sounds weird. Gosh. Yeah, it's always going to happen sometimes. You're just going to be hit by a train. It's the way I'd want to go. When I die, scatter my ashes under a train. Don't actually do that. Well, you know what, I'm dead. Who cares? What was that? Too much work? Yeah, I mean, I guess you gotta wait for the train, don't you? Yeah, okay. Okay, so my wife decided she's gonna throw my ashes in the parking lot. She's so caring, that one. Anyway. Where's my dead body? Where is my dead body? Ah, man, it's in the parking lot again, isn't it? Where's my mangled corpse? Oh, it's further down than I thought. Okay. Well, if no one else is going to do the train, I'll do the train. The customary thing to do these days. Okay, and then the other customary thing to do is get the iron chest. Put the iron chest next to where I died. Put the pistol in the iron chest. I love how half of the logs that I'm getting is just... The activity feed is just train alert, SeiferKatt, train alert to Goo, train alert to Goo, train alert Venerax. The train alerts are really what people come here to the stream for. And maybe we need different types of trains. Maybe that's what I'm hearing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade some of these back ones. Nope. Oh, it does actually seem to do the right direction. So hopefully they should be making stuff slightly faster, and we will actually speed up the back ones as well. But that should force more copper into the system, which is what we want to see. Once we have more copper in the system, then science just gets done faster, and it is doing slightly better. Ditch that. What I would like, though, while I'm not doing the purple tracks anymore, purple splitters might actually be a useful thing. And do we make purple, what are they called? Underground belts? Turbo underground belts. We do make turbo underground belts. Well, maybe we should take some of those too. Alright, things are being manufactured. Maybe we up production a little bit. So if these are getting more copper, which it does look like they are, I'd be happier if this belt was maxed out, but I don't think that's going to happen for... Actually... Okay, here's the next plan. Get one of these, we chuck it down there. Actually, you know what? No, we chuck this one down. Yeah, that's a better place for it. Or if we move it even one more across, it gets another one. It gets 8. The madness. It's overwhelming. Okay, we've got a bit of a problem with stone now that it doesn't seem to be consuming fast enough. So when we're not consuming fast enough, the only answer is to consume faster. Obviously. And in fact, if we speed this up a little bit more... If the stone is slowing us down, we don't want to be slowed down by stone. We want to just rip through this copper. Have more copper than we possibly could ever want. I mean, that's going pretty well, that side. Can't really improve that. Beyond having another line of copper, which don't freaking tempt me. I could do another line of copper, couldn't I? Hey Soulburn, how you doing? This is going pretty nicely now, though. We are getting more copper in. The only thing that's slowing us down now is perhaps these, which just give them speed module zeros. I mean, that adds speed by like an extra 20%. That's nothing. 20%'s lame. Put it here, though. Put it here. And they're 90% faster. That's almost too fast. We've made a mistake. My hubris will destroy me. And now these are going too slow, which speed these suckers up. I must be destroyed by my hubris. You would be here the day before. No, I didn't stream yesterday. I streamed the long stream the day before. I mean, you may have been here yesterday, but I wasn't streaming. You would just been looking at an empty channel. Oh, congratulations. Wait, 3rd shot? I thought you only needed 2. What's going on, dude? Taking extra shots? Sounds like you're getting greedy. Wait, booster shot? What, you're already up to booster shots? What? Man, here I am still waiting for my first shot. It'll be soon, though. Hopefully. Oh, I must have been thinking about someone else then. Well, awesome. That's cool, man. Yeah, Oh, yeah, okay. Power when that... Yeah, okay, I hadn't considered that for a while. When power spikes pretty badly because science is happening. Well, that's exciting. Look at it go. Okay, but of course, now whenever blue science is going, power's going to spike horrendously. Now that's both good and bad. It's good because it means we're getting enough science in. Okay, now this side's not getting enough. What's your problem, boyo? Glass. Let me guess, it's glass. Ah, okay. I thought we'd solved the glass problem, but clearly... Well, one more dry dock assembly and then I need literally everything else. So all I'm doing right now is building the structure that you can build the FTL ship around. Okay, so science isn't happening because glass is slow. Now glass will speed up once all these sort of catch up, but glass is probably the next thing I need to build. Power will only spike terribly for a few moments. And then after that it'll slow down. So you can see, yeah, it spikes really badly as it all sets up, and then it goes back down as it starts running out again. Which is fine. Oh god, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's D1, D2, and then actually the tech that I'm working towards. These are requirement techs. They literally give me nothing except the ability to go to the next one. Now, I don't have a camera on, so I apologize, but I just rolled my eyes so hard it hurt. Okay, so why is this slow? Sand. No, that's not sand, that's limestone. Well, my answer to everything these days is just put another module in it. I think I'm far further ahead than that. Like, I am working on the other sciences. The ones that I'm working on now, they are going to be needed for everything from here on. Pink, purple, and yellow, they won't be needed. They'll only be needed twice more, whereas red, green, and blue are required for every single one from here on out. So, we can make the joke halfway through, but I'd like to say 3/4 through. Still not much better, to be honest. Okay, it does seem like it's doing a bit better now, though. And we will go and deal with extra... whatchamacallit? Extra power will be the next thing I do after that. I'll make sure glass is optimal. But it looks like everything is running now. So with that, we should be more or less okay. 51%? Yeah, look, 51%. I'll accept that. No, I reckon we're probably going for another 100 hours before we complete. But of course, the goal now is to just make sure that 100 hours is as short as possible, if that makes sense. Really? Like it's sulfuric acid? That doesn't sound good. Or quite right. Now we're having lithium problems. That's interesting. Why? Oh, because we've got all the salt. What do we do with salt? Well, we can turn it into sodium hydroxide. Or we could turn it to... Okay, so we could just get rid of it. Okay, so I think that's what we need to do. I don't really care about this stuff, so... What was I just looking at? Wait, purified water. Screw that. Ugh. I don't want to do that. I don't really want to use purified water just to make saline water. What I'm going to do with the saline water, purify it? I mean, that's the joke answer. That may also be the real answer. Or do I take the lazy option of just 2 warehouses? I mean, that would be the bad idea, and I shouldn't do that. But it's also what I'm gonna do. Now, I could use it to make a lot of sodium hydroxide, but quite frankly, I just don't need it. That's an electrolyzer 1, that's fascinating. Like, we literally have better machines than that these days. Chemical plant 2s, I mean, come on, really? It's been a while since I've worked on this part of the base, I assume. Oh. I was about to say, oh, I didn't realize my robots went here, but I'm like, but they are there. Okay, so that's making my lithium percoculate, whatever the heck it's called. And we'll be making these, which will be making more science. You know what? We're probably fine. I need 1 lithium battery per thing, so right now the lithium battery is being consumed by this box. I don't think if anything needs any more. Warehouse? Yeah? They say warehouse. Look, man, there is a huge chain store in New Zealand called the Warehouse, and I know all about warehouses, don't worry about it. Big red shed. Everyone loves it. Don't you dare insult like a New Zealand tradition of going to the warehouse. Mouse, mice, house, house. I don't know what you're going at. No, no! Ooh, I ran through that train. I panicked and went backwards. But it seemed like it went okay, so... Cool. Now, glass. Is glass being sorted? I mean... Yeah, nah, not really. Mouse, mice. House, heis. I don't say heis. The house. Okay, we need to figure out what the heck's going on with sulfuric acid over there. Because bad things are going on over there. And I love running past these machines and just hearing like like some sort of Doppler effect happening. Kind of fun. Although running past machines and them not making a sound at all is always a little concerning. It's like, what are you doing, machine? The boss is watching and you're doing nothing. Alright, we need sulfur. Now this should be making a lot of sulfur. And it is.
But kicking!
Oh!
For goodness!
Thanks for following, Judge Judy Slayer. Love the name. It's a good name. I love seeing people's usernames. A friend of mine insists that's the only reason we play Apex, because to see people's names. Lord knows the only reason I play it, because I'm shit at it. But yeah, good name. I appreciate it. Now, what I don't understand is, are you the Slayer of Judge Judy, or are you Judge Judy's Slayer? Like, Do you execute her will? Which is executions, specifically. Alright, let's just get the sulfuric acid down there in the most haphazard way, which is just going straight through everything, because laziness is the correct way to build. It's not the correct way to build, but it is the way that ensures that things actually happen in a meaningful time frame. And I could spend forever just getting everything perfect, or I could just do it and then to hell with the consequences. By that I mean fix the problems that I make later. And we're going to do that and that. And that should make these fire up a little bit more reliably. Put some speed modules in it as well. Now the next question is, as much as I love all this glass we're getting, is there such a thing as too much glass? And the correct answer, no matter what language you speak, is no, glass is awesome. We're going to put that down there. That's going to consume more materials. That's okay, that's why we make materials. And these are going fast, I like that. They could be going faster. Unless you really mess it up, in which case, not much really happens. That's on you. Or me, rather. Okay, so I'm seeing the glass slightly backing up. That is, oddly enough, actually good news. And we'll push it through a little faster. And it's actually getting through, which means, good news, we can make some more glass. And you know what? When you got more glass, you got more good times. That's what I was always taught in school. No one ever taught me that in school, I'm just making shit up. But extra glass will allow me to make my blue science faster, and that is really what we're trying to do today. Anything that makes blue science faster, I will do. But that's pretty good. Okay, how's blue science going over there? We should be seeing a lot more glass now. I love that the mod doesn't work for the night. Yeah, look, it's looking pretty good. I'm going to run over there to actually examine it better when we have the mod that works. I think science has stopped due to sadness. Wait, no, that's why Padme died. Plastics. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. Hold up. Wait a minute. This is another one of those great designs that makes you go, what the hell is he doing? Okay. That should fix that problem. Oh. Meanwhile, we created other problems for myself. How exciting. But yellow science is coming through faster now, which is good, because that is one of the hardest to make. I think yellow is harder than purple, so that's good. Yes. Weird that pink is the next one I need, but whatever. Uh, these being slowed down by transistors? Oh hell no, we should have hundreds of transistors over here. Didn't we make transistors like deliberately just so we could throw them into things? Like, didn't we do that around here somewhere? Like we just made a whole base just to make transistors around here somewhere. And it was really messy, but it made transistors. I don't know where that is. I'll have to find it. Down here. Not going particularly great, mostly due to lack of plastics. Okay, we might need to light a plastic line over here. Why don't I just steal off that as well? Yeah, because nothing goes wrong by stealing more stuff. Like, you don't get any shortages by stealing things. That's not how theft works. Exactly how theft works. Remember, my philosophy is better to build now than spend 2 hours just futzing about trying to get something perfect. Is it a good policy? It works, okay? But you can tell my hesitant answer, no, it's not a good policy, but it does get the job done eventually. Now we've got plastic coming through, and that's going to make stuff. Got a very long way to go. How are we going? 75% to the next rocket? Launched 36 rockets so far, that's not bad. They are launching a lot faster than they used to as well. That's when I think this is probably the transistor line. And it is. Or rather, it will be when it gets around to it. You know, one of these makes 5 transistors. That'll fill up the belt pretty quickly. Means what is it? 1 plastic will make 5 transistors. Yeah, that's good. That's what we want to see. Cool. Now, let's go check blue science, which is something that I was meant to be doing a few minutes ago. This is one thing I can't do, is stay one thing at a time. Okay, well, copper is not doing the best. It's doing, oh, actually no, copper's doing just fine. Let's not bitch about copper, it's doing great. Glass is still kind of struggling. Although, at this rate, it's going to start maxing out this and then maxing out the other side, so maybe that's okay. Because not like this is using much glass at the moment. Well, it's using 8 glass per thing, but how much glass does this need? 4 glass per thing. Okay, well, maybe that's fine. It's almost constantly going. I mean, look, we've got 780 in the last, well, it's not even 5 minutes yet, so it is going okay. It is improving. This is producing 875 a minute. So when you need 200,000, that's still 200 minutes, which is not great. In fact, more than that. But maybe that's okay, because that will be speeding out once glass gets its shit together. But I'm willing to bet that this glass that we had over here wasn't the only problem place. Or now we're making so much glass that sand is a problem. Yep. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, got mouth to feed. Nothing gonna come for free. Man, that was... I'm not a huge fan of the Borderlands series, but the opening of Borderlands 1 was so badass. It was so good. I got nothing bad to say about the opening of Borderlands 1. Like, Borderlands 2 was a better game, but I didn't play Borderlands 3 or Borderlands Australian Moon. I don't even remember what it was called. The pre-sequel? Was it? Borderlands the Australian Moon was a better name though. Ooh. No, it's not just sand that's a problem, it's other stuff. What is it called? Sodium carbonate. Which is scary. So their crafting speed's 100, which is rad. But I bet if we did this... it's 110. And then we'll do it again. This time we'll actually plug it in properly. Okay, so sodium carbonate's not going to be the next problem, no matter how you look at it. So what we could do is just do literally another one of these things. Because it's a good system. It makes sodium carbonate, it does the job. And what more do you need in a machine, right? I'm a little worried that I could be encroaching on my biters, but it's probably fine. And I do need to make some water pumps, which is pretty easy, but of course will damage things in the process, but that's normal. And expected. And cool. So we'll probably need to go and get some things that are required to actually build this stuff, because otherwise that kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm even doing here. So let's do that, and then let's go get what? Some? How many of these do I need? Like another 42 algae farms. Algae farms. So let's just grab 50. Let's go grab them, and then that should do some cool stuff. These are constantly putting these out. That's awesome. I would love it if they did them faster. And let's do this. That. Cool. Wasn't super important that I did that, but I still wanted to. Sometimes that's all you need to do. And on the way back, black circuits being produced faster. Certainly hope so. How far are we at? 92%. Oh, goody. We will definitely be able to get this done by the end of the session. Definitely trying to get transistors in there fast enough. We may need to speed up plastics. Now, what was I running over here for? I needed algae farms, that's right. And the machines that do that are over here. Give me my algae farms, sires. Damn. Almost got enough algae farms. I'm not leaving till I get enough. I got 50. Okay, I've got enough. I'm leaving. I know it still wants to give me more stuff, but... at some point we got 4,000 logistic spots. That's cool. I mean, it was all done, like, I built one logistic spot by hand and then just made it the thing so it could make more. And then it made more. I used to call it the grey goo. And that should be every... Wow, that does not need to be speed 3, does it? Whatever. That should be everything it needs to make more sodium bicarbonate, sodium carbonate? Carbate? I don't know. Something like that. Wow, the extra sulfuric acid is really not helping, is it? Do you recall I had like a big vat of acid around here somewhere? Yeah. I could always use that for something. The extra sodium should assist though. And that is coming down now. So it's more stuff for glass. But acid is still clearly a problem that I had not considered it being. And what do? Take one from the below and then put it up here? Do we... Is this an option? No, we can't do productivity modules, okay. Worth a thought though. Is there another cool way to make acid? I don't think there is. Otherwise I would have been doing it by now. The other way is acid canisters, which, no, I'm not doing that. Definitely not. So we need more acid. We make acid over here, but quite frankly, I'm assuming it's all being used by this stuff. And more or less that is correct. Could take acid from there. It's one hell of a trip, though. Okay, next plan. Which is we speed up where the acid is being produced from. Because while this is good, and we're very happy and proud, we could do with more acid. And the problem with that is it's just not making enough sulfuric. Is that a problem of... Oh! Congratulations, pat yourself on the back. Kids don't do acid, leave that to adults. Well, I'm an adult. Pat yourself on the back, I've done that. Dry dock done. We just need to build the ship. It's starting to feel like the base that builds the base. Awesome. Okay, so now Now we're going to build one protection field, one fusion reactor, one habitation, one life support, one astrometrics, one command, 2 fuel cells, 4 thrusters, 10 hull components, and 1 FTL drive. So, yes, here's what I was talking about, soul burn. So most of these are actually really easy to do. They just need to be assembled and put in the rocket. That's easy. One of these is an absolute, well, a couple of these are absolute nightmares to build. Fusion reactor is one. Fusion reactor is one, and protection field is another, but protection field is mostly done already. I've been working on that one for a while. But FTL drive, that is the absolute freaking killer because the science is required for it. That's what I've been working on for the last hours. When we finally get it, it's going to cost us 500 speed modules, efficiency modules, and productivity modules. But of course, we can ransack the base at that point because that's the last thing we build. But that is where we are at. So, yeah. Some of these things will not be as hard to build as others. So that's the only sort of blessing I have. Protection fields, I've been working on those. Habitation. See, let's just look at these real quick because that's probably what we should do. Right? Where's Finet? Up there. Okay. So, fusion reactor is going to actually take a little bit of work too, because a fusion reactor is 50 portable fusion reactor 4s, which is a lot of things. You know, it's 100 efficiency, productivities, and 50 of these, and 50 of those, and 50 of those. So that's a bit of a painful one, but it's not too bad. The other thing, habitation. Habitation, I think, is an easy one. Yeah, habitation we can do, no problem. We can do that right now. Life support. And we've done all these other tech, that's the important thing. The only problem is 50 productivity modules, and they're coming along. Don't worry about them. 50 is manageable. Astrometrics. I think that one's not too bad as well. Yeah, we need 50 speed modules. 300 advanced processing, that takes time, but whatever. It's not a problem. Command, I think this one's an easy one. Yeah, it's 50 of each. This is why I set this other stuff up early. Fuel cells, I remember this one being super simple. I mean, 500 rocket fuel is a lot of rocket fuel, but whatevs, right? Thrusters, I think this one's another easy one. Yeah, these some speed modules, which is a pain, but everything else is easy. Hull components, I know this is absolutely nothing. Yeah, hull components are the easiest things to make. They require no speed modules or modules of any kind. They just need low densities and titanium, which I got plenty of. But the good news is, once that ship has been launched, once that FTL drive and everything else has been put on the ship, we're done. So, easy, right? Well, let's see. Here's the thing. We still got to launch another 200 rockets or so. But hang on, but you got almost everything. You only need to do like that many. It's like, yeah, but the problem is FTL requires 1,000 space science. Sorry, 200,000 space science. And therein lies an issue that is insurmountable for the moment. Because we have been launching satellites, and we have... How much do we have? We have generated 25,000 space science. So we have generated about 10% of what we need. Well, actually, not even that, because productivity modules will make that faster. But we still got plenty to go. We've been doing 0.4 a minute for the last 1,000 hours. But for the last 10 hours, we've been doing 13.3 per minute. And this will speed up because some of these rocket launches have been sent up the stuff. And we are making things faster than we ever made them before. So it's not as bad as it looks. It looks bad, I know. But it's not that bad. Because everything will be improved and we can make more productive black circuits. So let's do that. So sure, these productivity modules are taking a lot of, like, I'm using them up, but I can always pick them up at the end of the game. And trust me, I probably will be. So the last sort of hour will be me just grabbing productivity modules and everything out from what I can find. Which will be pretty hilarious, actually. Because, like, once you're leaving the system, like, what do you care about what's left in the base, right? You're leaving. You're not coming back. And if you are, what the hell are you doing wrong with your life? You came back to this shithole. We do need more transistors, it seems. Plastics continue to be a problem. So yeah, we got plenty left to go. But I'm going to be ending it here because this actually seems like a good natural stopping place. So what have we got left to do? Let's just talk about that real quick. So we've got to improve plastics. Copper is probably not great, but it's fine enough. We have to improve, whatever we do, we have to improve glass. Because I'm still going to need another 2, 4, 6, 800,000 blue science. So I need that to be fast. And if glass is not sufficiently fast enough, then we increase the speed of glass. That's really all it comes down to. We just got to make things faster so we can get out of here. I mean, we could just sit here for like 500 more hours and the base will eventually do everything we need. We are in a good space for that. But that is not a good use of my time, or anyone's time, quite frankly. So we will continue working on this, and we will get there. That does need to be there. Yeah, so glass and plastic is probably where we need to go next time, because we need to be still launching a lot of rockets. The good news is once we've launched the rockets, then there's no reason for the chips to actually be diverted to the rocket. And we can really focus on getting the modules made. And so that's the thing, like, yeah, sure, right now I'm trying to make everything all at once. But as time goes by, I won't need as much. And that is the small blessings that we may take. Because maybe science will be finished first. Maybe space science will be done first. Whatever happens first, it'll move us in the right direction. And that's okay. So with that, I am going to sign off for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate having you here. If you've enjoyed this episode and think, yeah, you know what, I want to watch the old ones, you can find them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post all the old videos. They take a while to get up because I am very lazy, but they get up there eventually, and maybe that's what matters. So I'm going to tell you what matters. Beyond that, what else can you do? Well, you can also follow me if you've enjoyed watching this. It's the best way to find out when I am streaming, if I stream outside of schedule. But my schedule is usually pretty static, 3 days a week, 2 hours during the week, and a 3-hour stream on the weekend, unless I do a sneaky Sunday stream, which, you know, I like to do those occasionally. I did recently celebrate 100 followers, which was a big deal to me. And so I did a 6-hour stream. So if I get to 150 hours, I will celebrate in some way. Probably another long stream, because that's who I am as a person. If you're interested, I also do have a Discord that you can join. That is in the About Me, the About part of this page, and that's where you can find that. Of course, none of these things you have to do, but you're always welcome to. You know, if you want. Certainly not going to tell you what to do. And with that, I am done for today. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time where we fix plastics, we fix glass, and we continue building. Making blue science happen faster. Maybe we'll get one of these things done. Or at least started. That'd be exciting. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'll catch you next time.